sports. It's in the game.
Presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Everybody licks their chops when they get the chance to play one of the most famous courses in the world, the stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. Frank, where are the scoring opportunities on this Pete Dye layout?
You can always look at the par 5s, 2, 9, 11 and 16. They provide probably the best chances to make birdies, or even in some situations, eagles. The next best thing really is the short par 4s. 12 comes to mind, a little blind tee shot. You don't have to hit driver, just sort of something long ironish, maybe a fairway wood off the tee, and then a wedge shot into a green that, well, will certainly, if you put the ball in the right position, give you an excellent chance for another birdie.
Starting the round here at the TPC Sawgrass, the first hole, 423-yard par 4. And Frank, it's actually a mirror image of the 10th hole. So what's the strategy as players get started?
Ideally, you want to keep it down the left, but that bunker all the way in the distance does come into play for the longer hitters. For a lot of players, just simply a 3-wood down there, you're only going to have a short iron in. And this green is sort of an irregular shaped green, and it sort of slopes left to right. So ideally, if you can, you keep your tee shot down the right side of this fairway. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That will be a great look at birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. He'd settle for par here. This would give him the par. And so just getting started, even par so far. Frank, what do you make of the par 5 second?
Doglegs to the left, so there's a decision to be made here all the time, but a good hooking tee shot, that takes the trees on the left out of play, and even the rough on the right. Good tee shot here. I've seen people get home with as little as a 5-iron.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. Good contact, good result. Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320. Second shot. Surely not.
That is a really good shot landing close to the flagstick. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Drops the putt to go to 2 under. Frank, a nice mix of holes to start. So here we go with the par 3 at the third.
Very narrow at the front of the screen, and that bunker too, you don't actually see it off the tee, the back left bunker, and it sneaks into that left side. So if that flag is on the left, just be careful.
And that's how the game is played, right there.
No, he's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Clean this up with a tap. Nice solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong.
Frank, how would you describe the bunker all along the right here at number 4?
Well, it's just, it looks like it never stops. It covers really the entire length of that tee shot down the right side.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Now the game's #1 player, Rory McILROY, ready with his approach. Good-looking shot right here. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
His momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Fifth hole, good par 4, isn't it, Frank?
If ever a hole was built for Lee Trevino, who used to love to cut it, this would be the hole. It just looks and screams for a shot that's hit left to right. And that's the only way really to avoid bunkers left and long, and that one that's all the way down the right side.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Well, this would be nice, Frank. I mean, you talk about jump-starting a round. If he were to make another birdie, we really have it going in the right direction.
You can sort of feel it too. People around there know. I've seen the birdies to this point. There's something about a well-hit shot.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Well, this would be nice. A 4th consecutive birdie. Heating up.
One more finger.
Dropping like dominoes out here. 6 under par. Another birdie. Frank's 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right. There's 3 pot bunkers there, and of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's the canal all the way down the left side that'll get your attention.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Looking to keep it going here, Frank.
Yeah, another example of things just working as they should.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round. Rich, I'm starting to lose count. This is just birdie after birdie.
It's all-time stuff. I mean, this is territory we just don't visit very often. TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. And here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole.
What a great shot. Right next to the hole. It's about 5 feet. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. So close.
And yet it still counts for another shot.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of three-wood it down there, then go to the right, then sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Shouldn't be a problem here. Oh my goodness, he missed it. He missed the bunny. That's like missing a layup in basketball. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. Wow, touch of a locksmith out there, making everything.
Yeah, and the result, yet another birdie too. Totally in command.
Frank getting set now for one of the more exciting back nines in all of golf, right here at TPC Sawgrass.
And it starts at 10. It looks like a dogleg to the left, really, but you've got to play it as a straightaway tee shot. The run out just over 310 yards.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game. Not a problem there, Rich.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Good par. All right, hole number 11 here at the TPC Sawgrass, 558 yard, par 5, no shortage of options, no shortage of hazards, Frank.
If there's one hole at TPC Sawgrass where you can literally leap out of your shoes, this is it.
What a drive. Just tattooed that.
Second shot.
This is a good-looking shot. Oh, what a shot. Setting up for an eagle here. Now a 7-footer. Always like to get to double figures under par. 10 under already. Up to the 12th, Frank, and a good birdie chance here.
A good old length, short par 4. This green really divides itself into about 3 sections. There's a little piece to the right, piece short left, and the one at back left. So as long as you know where the flag is, just push that ball into the section where it is. You get up there, you're only going to have 10 or 15 feet left for birdie.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Ranking up the birdie stats today. How about this? 7 birdies on the card. Hole number 13 here at Sawgrass. Tricky 181-yard par 3.
You don't have to hit directly at this flag. When that flag's at the back there, you can use the contours. When it's on the left, once again, you can use the ridge in the middle of the green. Matter of fact, one of the hardest hole locations is when it's in the front right, because that's when you have to be perfect.
Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
This would be a huge momentum swing. This one's for birdie. Stacking them and racking them. And through the years, Frank, it has gotten the best of the best, hasn't it?
We've seen Tiger Woods hit it left. We've seen Vijay Singh hit it left. We've seen so many players in the water down the left. Conversely, many a championship's been lost by hitting the ball up in the mounds on the right.
You take 4 here and run to 15?
I would sprint. Oh, I liked that.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Up with the big boys now, Frank.
Well, we saw that previous tee shot go 310. This one's further.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
You know what's better than 2 birdies in a row?
What's that?
3. That's what he's going for.
That's a turkey in bowling, isn't it?
He's no turkey.
If you're just joining us, we're at the 15th hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 449-yard par 4. Frank, what's in store here?
One of the prettiest tee shots on the golf course, Rich. Once again, you're coming out of a chute of trees, big bunker down the right side. Really, you want to hug that right side, though. It gives you a better entry into this green.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, what's the key on this approach here at the 15th?
Well, knowing exactly where that pin placement is, Rich, there's mounding, there's that little gut out of the right side of this green. If you miss your mark here, that ball can easily finish 30 or 40 feet away.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. And if you're a couple of shots behind on Sunday, that final round, you're thinking about 3, and that's possible, isn't it?
Well, history's shown it has, Rich.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards.
Well, with a good shot here, Rich, this eagle on the cards, hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. This one has a chance to be close. That is one of the shots of the day right there, and he will have a really good look at eagle. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. And he's made it for eagle. It's very possibly the most famous hole in all of golf, the Island Green, the 17th at TPC Sawgrass. And when an amateur has played it, they'll come back and say, hey, I played the TPC Sawgrass, and the first question their buddies ask them is, what'd you make at 17? Well, I made an 8, but I hit it perfectly off. It just went a little too far. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Good roll. People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Really good round out there today. What's the mindset, Frank, to keep it going?
The first thing, really, Rich, just try and keep the same composure for tomorrow's round. Get some rest, we know that. Shouldn't really have to hit the range. Swings in good position. Just keep it easy and visualize.